Back again with another video, guys. In this video I'm going to show you how to build a calculator from scratch. So this is going to be the final product of our program, and it's going to be very simple, and this is how it's going to work. If I'm going to multiply it by and when I tap on clear, it's gonna just get rid of that number, and I'm gonna start all over again. So without further ado, let's get straight into the coding. So I'm gonna cut it. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to import take enter. Okay, I'm going to import take enter. Okay, everything, literally I'm going to import everything. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is root equals tk, and next thing what I'm gonna do is enter. The next thing what I'm gonna do is root dot title. Let's give it any name. Okay, you can also put calculator or simply your name also. Okay, that's gonna work. Okay, next thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna define entry. Okay, before doing that, what we need to do is just going to it's going to run continuously. Okay, wait a second. Is it tk? This is it. T enter. Okay, T is gonna be in small. Okay, I did a mistake. No problem. Now it's showing me another. What do we call another red running? TK. Okay, no problem over here. No, that's correct. Okay, and since we have defined that, and what we need to do next is going to define entry value. I'm gonna call this variable entry e, and then I'm going to do entry, okay, where it's gonna display us the number. Okay, I'm gonna give it a width of let's say 60, and I'm gonna do a border width of let's do it 5. Okay, and the next thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it a grid. Okay, that's this is going to be the dimension. For example, row equals 0 and column is going to be 0, and column span, let's give it column span of about 3. Okay, and I'm gonna do some padding as well, 10, and pad y equals 10. Okay, there we go. Let's see how it looks. So it looks like this. So we have gotten our entry where it's going to display its number. Okay, let's go ahead. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to give my calculator button. Okay, so we need to define button. So this is our column 1, row 0, column 0, and the next thing what I'm gonna do is to find some buttons. Okay, so let's give them some buttons, and so what I'm gonna do is wait a second. I'm going to do button. For the sake of understanding, I'm writing like that, so it's much easier to understand. So button root text equal 1. Okay, button 1 is gonna give us the value 1. So string value 1, and I'm gonna do some padding 20 and pad y equals 20, and then I'm gonna give some command. Okay, so I'm gonna use a lambda function, because if I don't write lambda, it's not callable. Or if I write that, it's gonna give me this button will be of no use if I don't write lambda, because it's going to be executed only once. And if I wrote lambda over here, what it's gonna do is it's going to be executed as much as we want. Like if I typed in number one again, it will be called. If I don't write lambda over here, it's going to be useless, because it's going to be executed only once, and then it's gonna be not used. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. That's why we are writing lambda over here. And now button I'm gonna pass integer value 1. Then what I'm gonna do is give it, and now the next thing, button, let's since I've not defined function button. Okay, let's define function button. Okay, wait a second. Okay, that's it. It's gonna do it. Now I'm gonna just copy and paste. So what I'm gonna do is copy. Okay, wait a second. Control copy and paste. 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 Going to be 10 buttons in our calculator. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. One more. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a value of 2. I'm going to define 3. It makes code much more easier to understand, so that we don't get confused. Hold on guys, it's going to take time, but I bet my voice is going to be worth waiting. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be 1. Okay, 2 3 4 5 6, 7 8 and 9, finally 0. I'm gonna do the padding the same, and let's see what that exactly looks like. Oh, wait, I have not defined grid for that. Okay, like I did in entry. So what I need to do is I'm gonna have to define grid, so that show button 1 dot grid. I'm gonna use method grid for that. Then row equals, wait a second, row equals, what I'm gonna do is give it the value 3, and column equal 0. Okay, let's see what's it gonna give me. This is our first. Then what I'm gonna do is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so let's start. So I'm gonna copy and paste. So hold on guys, it's gonna take a while. Okay, 10 buttons, we're ready to go. Okay, there we go. How many buttons are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, 9. Okay, there we go. Then what we need to do is just make minor changes. Instead of 1, I'm gonna call it variable 2, button 2, and then over here 3, variable 4, variable 5, variable X, and so on, so on. Wait a second. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, 1. We get rid of that. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give column and rows, give some locations, right, in our calculator. Wait, I did a mistake. So doing that, I could have done that, right? 1 2 wait 0 1 2 okay, 0 1 2 0. Then what I'm gonna do over here is 3. I'm gonna do a matrix, right? You guys know in maths what matrix is. You guys know it, right? I'm gonna do over here. Let's give it a 2 because in calculators we see numbers like 9 8 9 8 7, right? 7 8 9 or something like that. So I'm gonna do the same. mm, Wait a second, is it correct or what? mm, Wait a second, it's not correct. Over here, 1, get rid of that. I'm gonna call for, let's see what that exactly looks like. And this is it. So this is our calculator. We have put our buttons on the calculator, but it doesn't do anything. So in order to do that, we need to define some functionality, and we have to add one more thing: add, subtract, multiplication, whatever, you know. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to uh, define function. Okay, function. Let's do one more thing, right? I'm going to define a function, right? So what I'm going to do is going to define function. Okay, button. I'm going to define a function button add. So I'm just going to copy and paste. It's much easier, instead of writing, you know. So copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Wait a second, copy and paste, copy and paste. Okay, so I'm gonna write multiplication, division, subtraction, addition, and equal clear. Copy and paste. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do add over here, and over here what I'm gonna do is equal. Equal is also there. So variable, these are variables, right? Bear in mind, guys, those are variables, and we have to do one more, clear, and multiply, clear, subtract. For the sake of understanding, I'm writing subtract. Okay, subtract, multiply. Okay, and division. Okay, there we go. The last thing: subtract, multiply, add, clear. Okay, those are the things that we have to do. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give them, you know, give them positions. Okay, I'm just gonna copy and paste, right? Okay, there we go. I need to do one more thing: copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. How many buttons are there? 6 buttons, right? So we have one more to do. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call them add, equal, and next thing, I'm clear. And over here what I'm going to do is subtract, subtract, and over here what I'm going to do is multiply. So it takes a lot of time, right? So bear with me, guys. It's going to be worth your time. You're gonna see a calculator in front of you, in front of your eyes, and just just minutes, okay? Hold on guys, it's gonna work. I bet my words, okay? So what I'm gonna do, the last thing, you know, what I have to do is going to do something like this. Okay, wait a second. I'm gonna give him what? Give him some grid, right? So button row, I'm gonna call 5 or 4. Okay, 4. Okay, that's it. 4. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna call 5, 5, 5. It's gonna be 6. Simple is that. Mm, and 0, 1. 1 over here, 2, and 0, 0, 1. Okay, wait, 1 and 2. Wait a second. Okay, over here, what I'm gonna do is 0. That's it. Let's see what it exactly looks like. So let's see. This is it. Looks cool, isn't it? If you guys look, 0, 0 is the only thing that it displays on, on the button, so we have to modify. So for that, what we're gonna do is just come right over here, add sign, equal sign, clear. For that, what I'm gonna do is backspace or something like that. Let's see what happens. No, it's not gonna work. For that, I'm just gonna type clear. And for subtraction, simple subtraction, okay wait, subtraction, and for multiplication, I'm gonna add a star sign, right? And for division, what I'm gonna do is this symbol right over here. Let's see what it exactly looks like in our calculator. Okay, that's it. Let's see. Those buttons are not working because we haven't yet added functionality, okay, to each one of them. So what I'm going to do is define some functions and add some functionality to each one of them. So starting off with button, okay. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to define a function called button. This is what I have defined before, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in hex. Okay, let's see. Wait, do we have to do any? Okay, wait. Okay, so these are we don't require lambda as I have explained before, so doesn't get rid of that, and this is it. We also get rid of all these lambdas in here, as I've explained before. Like we don't need to call them again, like we needed over here. Okay, just don't need them because those numbers are going to be repeated, but these are not. Simple as that, right? So get rid of that real quick, and over here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I'm gonna call them some variable. Okay, let's call them variable button add 80. Okay, button EQ, button clear, button sub. Okay, you guys are gonna subscribe to me. If you're not, you better do that, right? You better do it right now. Mul mul. Okay, the next thing you know, what I'm gonna do is div. Okay, this is going to be lit, and this is it. And the next thing you know, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to hold on, guys. Wait a second. It's gonna take a while. Get rid of that. don't require them. Mm, okay, wait. There we go. There we go. Don't need them. Don't need them. Don't need them. There we go. And finally, all we have to do is define some functions right at the back and do grid. Okay, button add clear. So we have did command button add button e button clear button sub button. Then what we have to do is all you have to do is just go top and define some functionality to each one of them. Starting off with button, okay. So I'm gonna pass parameter number. So before that we just need to do like button add, okay, button add return, okay, define button sub, okay, uh, return, define button. It's gonna take a while, guys, hold on with me. Button clear. There's so much noise outside, you know, I don't care. These guys are yelling. So bear with me, guys, and sorry for that. So button, what was that? Mul, right? And this is it. Return. And the next thing, you know, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna define another variable. Define 1, 2, 3, 4. What was that? Div. Okay, define button div. Okay, okay. Let's start off with this one. We have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more to go. That is button division multiplication clear. We have add sub clear multiplication division and button equal. Okay, we got one more button eq, and this is it. Let's see, where's that error? Expression expected 9, line 9. Is that? Okay, get rid of that. Doesn't you don't need that. Oh, and let's see that. Let's see. We haven't defined functionality. Let's see. It exactly looks like. It will give us error. Okay. So what we need to do is define functionality for. So if I want to type in, for example, if I want to do 5, then it should give me. It's gonna show me 5 over here in this entry. Then what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pass parameter button number. Then what I'm gonna do is uh, I'm gonna call any random variable, for example, and I'm gonna get the value. Okay, and the next thing, you know, what I'm gonna do is then you got delete 0. Okay, wait, hold on, 0, and the next time we enter anything, it's gonna delete. Okay, okay, wait, let's repeat. Wait, it's not working, still not working. Okay, we delete. Then what I'm gonna do is dot insert what I'm gonna insert is string value. It's the common solution for that because we are just because it's we have it's a number, right? We don't want to add them, right? So for example, if I typed in 5 and if I again typed in 5, then what it's going to do if I don't write string value, it's going to give me value 10, which I don't want because I want 55. So that's why I'm using stir. It's going to concatenate with the variable number. It's going to be our parameter, and there we go. Here we have gotten this done. Let's check that out if it's working. Now if I type in 5, it still is giving me okay, wait a second. Concatenate, add, button E, Q, button div, button K, button multiply, button division. Give us the error, man. I don't see them. Okay, I got them. Okay, for that, what I'm gonna do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. Let's see one more time. Let's see if it's working. 5, 8, 9. See, if it was not string value, what's gonna do for us? If it's not string value, then it's gonna just simply add. What it does is whatever that number happens to be, for example 5, 8, 5, then it gets the value over here, and then when we type the another number, for example it's gonna store, we type 1, it's gonna store over here, give us the value E, then we get that value, then what we do is store hex. Hex is this number 1 plus store number. Okay, whatever that number happens to be, for example if that number is 2, then it's gonna give us 12 store value. Okay guys, I hope you guys understood that. So the next thing, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add functionality. So let's get to the button add. For that, what I'm gonna do is I need two global variables for that, because I'm gonna explain each one of them later. So what I need to do is what I'm going to do is going to define global variable first, because I want them to go from button add to button subtract, button clear, because I don't want these variables to be confined to just one function only. I want them to get through all these functions, okay? And that's why I'm going to define global variable first. Global first and global math. Okay, I'm gonna explain later, and I'm gonna pass math addition. Okay, over here but an add addition, that's what we are doing, at the end of the day. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass global first e dot get. It's gonna get the value, and the next thing, what I'm gonna do is next thing. There's so much noise outside, sorry for that. First we get, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna convert that store value. Okay, remember it's what we have done is we have converted that into strings, so what we need to do over here is try to convert them into integer, okay, before we can add them. So what we need to do is first equal int first. So where we at? So next thing you know what I'm gonna do is first end, and I'm gonna delete everything. Okay, 0 and it's gonna get rid of in the entry because we don't want that over here, and that's it. I'm gonna return, and for that button clear, what we want is all we want is e dot delete. Okay, that's what it's gonna do. Wait, hold on, guys. Okay, that's it. Let's see if the button clear is working. For example, if I type into when I clear it, that's working, right? Clear. But but these buttons are not working, right? Equal. Where is the equal button? I don't see that. Maybe. Okay, wait. Plus, where's that equal button? Didn't equal. Okay, there we go. There we go. And now I'm gonna define button subtraction. Subtract. Button subtract. I'm gonna copy and paste all these numbers. Okay, that's gonna be the same. Oh, oops. So copy and paste. Instead of addition, what I'm gonna do is subtraction. Okay, just subtraction. There we go. And the same thing for that. Okay, delete everything. Everything is gonna be same. And over here, the same thing, right? The same thing. There's no change. And paste over here, the same thing. Don't need to change a thing, right? So beautiful. Don't need to change anything. And instead of addition, what I'm going to do it right over here is multiplication. For the sake of understanding, I'm writing all of that. Multiplication and division. Division. There we go, guys. And over here, equal sign. There we go. Now, this is it. Okay, the next thing, what I'm gonna do is an equal button. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Wait a second, guys. Still doing that. In button equal, what I needed to do was something different. Something different. Okay. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm just gonna ignore that. Okay. Let's see how it looks like. Alright. Now it's working. It doesn't do anything, okay? So what we need to do over here is I'm going to define another variable called num. I'm going to explain all that later. This is going to be the entry, and next thing you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of everything that's inside. Okay, get rid of everything that's inside of, and if I'm going to do if statement, okay, because if the string value happens to be math equals to addition, because math is global variable, it can be passed on to functions, right? Different functions. So I'm gonna use math, and if that happens to be string value addition, then I'm gonna do addition. Okay, and if the string value happens to be math equals multiplication, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a code that multiplies the number. So for that, what I need to do is I need second number. Okay, this is our going to be the next number that we have typed in after addition and subtraction, right? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to define math equal, hold on guys, equal string value addition. Okay, this is it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna insert insert row int. This is going to be the integral value. Okay, we can also do floats. Okay, so get rid of that. mm, first first then I'm gonna add, first is our variable that we have written typed in before before applying any operators. Okay, then I'm gonna do float the second number. Where is our variable? Okay, this is it. And if math equals subtraction, right? Subtraction, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do e dot insert this, oh hold on guys, 0, and then what I'm going to do is float first subtraction float. Okay, now this is our second variable number, right? And if math equals multiplication, right? multiplication Okay, hold on guys, multiplication. So what I'm gonna do is e dot insert 0 float first multiplied by float num. Okay, it's gonna be the value. Hey guys, hold on. This is it. Wait a second. This is it, right, guys? And if math equals string value division, right? Division. Make sure watch for spelling mistakes. Okay, watch for spelling mistakes. So this is our value, and what we're gonna do is insert float first gonna divide by float num. That's it. Wait a second guys, wait a second. Multiplication over here we have gotten taken care of, and division we have also taken care of, and we're good to go, I guess. And let's see if it's working. Okay, I'm gonna run that program. So if I want to multiply 5 into 5, it's gonna give me 25, right? If I divide 25 by, the division is not working right now. Enter ways. Hold on guys. So what I'm gonna do is, it's not okay. First what we have to do is define float over here. Okay, what we need to do is to float, because we want decimal, we want fraction also, right? It's gonna be easier. Float, 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 and over here float. And now we have gotten that taken care of, right? Let's see if that is working. For example, if I divide, for example, clear, okay, it's working. Now 5 multiplied by 5, that is 25. 25 divided by 2, then what I'm gonna get is 12.5. It's working. As you guys can see, it's working and everything is functional in this calculator. So what I'm gonna explain how it's working. So what I have done is I have exported tkinter and I have defined my entry. For example, uh, this is my entry where this is my entry over here, as you guys can see, and this is grid. So column span 3 padding, I have given padding to this and defined. So if I type in 7, okay, what's gonna do is 7. There is button 7 right over here. So this is our button. Okay, this is 7. Okay, this one. What it does is that it's just here we have defined a functional function. What it does is gets the value, whatever that happens to be, and just uh, takes that into account and just concatenate the number and just inserts. And the next number, what I'm going to do is type in 8. What's going to do if I had to type in 78, and if I 78, then what's he gonna do is he's gonna get rid of that number. Okay, 7. Okay, it's gonna get rid of that 7. Otherwise it could have been 778. Okay, that's not what we wanted. So in order to get rid of that, what I did is deleted all that, right? And then started all over again. What I did is added 7 as a string value plus string value, the number that we have just typed in, that is 878. And now what I'm going to do is multiply, then multiply it by 2. The next thing, I have typed in this, and this is our parameter number, and multiply. Then the multiplication is over here, as you guys can notice. These are multiply, and this is my variable button, and this is the function. And I've defined first and first. Math is global because we want these two variables and just not to be confined in one variable, in one function, right? So what it's gonna do, get that value, and then gonna do, and when we do equal, then we have defined all the functionality in equal button. And if the math equals multiplication, the string value multiplication, what's gonna do is multiplication is gonna insert float first, that is our first number, that is our second number. It's gonna multiply that with that and gonna give us the value, right? And this is what we get. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys understood, and if you guys liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you guys want some more. And I hope I'll catch you in the next one. I hope you guys liked it, right? So I'll catch you in the next one. With that being said, peace.